Hi, I am Ajay Kela. I am the CEO of Wadhwani Foundation. So let me take one at a time. So let's talk about industry. So, at the end of the day, all skilling, all education, the primary goal of those that are taking these programs is to get a job, majority of them. And then, of course, some of them want to start ventures, but that's 3 to 5%, but majority want to end up in a job. So it's very critical to start with industry first, to understand what is their need. And especially in this day and age where during this, digital age, information age, the pace at which industry is changing so rapidly, it's critical for skilling institutes and academia to keep up. So start there. So one of the strategies we adopted when we were trying to define our programs is we talked to uh, literally thousands of employers to ask them what is it they look for when they are hiring an individual, as an example. And from an entrepreneurship perspective, it's a different angle. So the result of that was, while technical skills form the largest component of the pie, which is about 30%, the remaining 70% are things like communication skills, customer centricity, critical thinking, problem solving. And none of that is taught by either academic institutes or even employers are not capable of doing that. So, so that's what we did. So the partnership, the linkage, the constant connect with employers is critical. First, on the supply side, to make sure that you're preparing the students for the jobs of the future, and then of course once they finish the program, it's the employers that are going to give the job. So demand is critical. So that's on the industry side. Then on the government side, uh, when we talk about India with 1.4 billion people, uh, massive youth population, any solutions that you provide need to be at a population scale. And the only way to get anything at a population scale is to partner with government. Because in one stroke of policy, they can dramatically change the course of scaling of the organization. So government partnerships are critical from a policy perspective. They are critical from the perspective of the existing infrastructure of whether schools and colleges and so on. They have a tremendous influence on that. So, yeah, those are the two. The mission of the foundation is primarily to put as many families in India in family wage jobs. So everything we focus on and work on is related to the job space. Uh, so in that context, we, as I talked earlier, we have worked with the industry to understand what they need. We take those needs and implement them in academic institutes. So the DNA of our organization is all around technology and AI. So we have built a platform. Think of it as Coursera on steroids. Besides having short video-centric content, which is interactive, which then hence can be personalized, a set of human services available to an individual if they are getting stuck in the journey. But now with Gen AI, we have also introduced a family of AI agents that help them, whether it's in picking a career, as a tutor, supporting them in getting ready for a job, supporting them in progression. All of that is. So we take this package and offer it to all the academic institutes. We train their faculty to deliver it. Given a lot of the intelligence is built into the platform, the job of a faculty is dramatically reduced from being an expert to being a facilitator. On top of that, we also have a AI agent for the faculty. So before they go into the classroom, they can work with this AI agent. Either it's on a lesson plan or a case study that they're going to bring up, or a collaboration activity that they can use to enhance the learning for the student. We have been pioneers in sort of introducing entrepreneurship in colleges, and this happened more than 20 years ago in early 2003. And I need to tell you a story around it. So when we came in, our vision was, can we create Silicon Valley kinds of companies in India? Uh, if you look at Silicon Valley, Stanford and Berkeley sow the seeds of entrepreneurship, and it's a vibrant culture because the students there are eventually getting into creating these massive companies. So when we came here, we went to the IITs, the top institutes in the country. And we say, hey, we want to teach an entrepreneurship program to your students. So the directors and the administration there said, hey, by the way, we have a bunch of students that are not getting jobs after graduation. Maybe you can teach them entrepreneurship. And he said, no. We don't want your 5-pointers. We want your 9-pointers and 10-pointers, because the journey of an entrepreneurship is a tough journey. And that's IIT Bombay, by the way. That's an alumni. I'm an alumni of IIT Bombay, and so is Ramesh. So eventually, we worked with these guys to, they partnered with us. We created a curriculum and we started to roll out entrepreneurship in India. Today, we have on an annual basis across a dozen countries, 150,000 students taking our entrepreneurship course. It's a very practitioner's course. Every student that takes the course forms a team of 3 people and they create a company. We call it a practice venture. It could be selling samosas to hungry students, or they could be working on a real business problem. And 90% of the folks really create work on real business problem. So that's what we have done in this student community. And that program is now called Ignite. But that we don't stop there. We also want to support those that have started the entrepreneurial journey. So failure rate in India is more than 90%. So if we could reduce that failure rate by even a few percentage points, and then increase the number of companies that survive and thrive, we can, at the end of it, result in many more high quality jobs being created. So and here we work with incubators in the country. And the third bucket we do is we work with small businesses and businesses up to 250 crores. So these folks already have an established business model. Many of them have a potential to scale 2x, 10x from where they are. When large companies want to scale, they get McKinseys and Accentures to help them. These guys don't get that help. So we provide them this help. So from an support for the entrepreneurial community in India, from educating and inspiring to supporting startup entrepreneurs to supporting traditional entrepreneurs, this is what we do today. Yeah. So let me, for each of our initiatives, we measure it differently. I'll talk about entrepreneurship first. On the entrepreneurship, the intent is, are those that we are providing interventions to, are they surviving and thriving, and is their business growing? Are they getting funded? But those are still for us input measures. At the end of the year, the measure that is true measure for us is how many jobs did they create and what is the quality of the job. Quality of the job measured in what is the salary they pay to the employees. Because again, going back to our mission is to create jobs that can support a family of 4. We want to make sure The entrepreneurs we support are creating jobs that can support a family of four. So that's on entrepreneurship. On the skilling side, it's related to this. When we skill someone, we are looking to see if were they the first ones to get hired? Did they get better salaries? When they are in the job, are they progressing faster than those that did not take our program? So these are our three measures of success on skilling. Yeah. Yeah. By the way, this is a phenomenal innovation that has happened. And I earlier on I talked about how our DNA is in AI. Ramesh, the founder, in early 1968, after finishing his PhD from CMU in 18 months, the first company he started was an AI company in 68. It's called American Robotics. And he did that for 10 years. If you fast forward to now, he believes that this AI generation is for real, what has happened. And in fact, what we have seen is we have incorporated Gen AI in all of our solutions. So let's take an example of a job seeker. A job seeker, the first thing they want to know is, what programs should I take? And if I take those programs, are there jobs for that available where I'm living? What do they pay? And then what is my progression path in that job? So an AI agent today can give all of that information to this individual on demand, 24/7. Then the next step, once they have registered, say, we have options on what to take and they register for one of the programs, we want to make sure they finish the program. Typically, a tutor is the guy that really helps you finish. And now we have an AI agent that can act as a tutor that is available to them 24/7 with the knowledge of the internet and beyond. So that's available essentially to them on demand. It's almost like a conversational interface that is happening without the person at the other end getting irritated at all. When you work with your parents, you can soon see an irritation, even though they are committed, and motivated, they can get irritated. Then there is an AI agent that can help them in interview prep. Most of these guys are going for the job for the first time, so they don't have any idea of what's involved in an interview. So an AI agent, that's an interview coach. Then in the first year or the first or second promotion, an AI agent can be a career counselor. In fact, all of these things we have implemented, and soon I'll be showing this in a demo, and how these AI agents are able to help the student in their journey.